So good to see everyone. Let's pretend that we have a full room of people here. We're so excited to have Annie here, and I know she's from far away. You can introduce yourself. Rockwall, yes, a long drive. But also, I know some of you also come from long way, right? Garland, the South Lake, and other places that, you name it. So thank you so much for being here. This is important to us. And even though sometimes we can't get a lot of people in this room, but we know by being here, you have done wonderful and better than other people. 75% of the success of being a realtor is to show up. Showing up is the most important thing, more than anything else. So thank you for being here. And let me introduce you Annie again. And she is our luxury realtor or broker or broker?
I'm a realtor.
You're a realtor? Great. And let her introduce herself then. All right.
Thank you. Well, I have another one.
Annie.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's always exciting to me. Oh, you put it on. Oh, I have the second one. It's exciting for me to be able to share my knowledge with you. I am very passionate about what I do and about being able to elevate other agents and as I come along, because when I first started, that was something that unfortunately was not done when I first started in the business. And so I made it a mission to make sure that I share the knowledge, and especially here in our atmosphere of eXp, it's one of the core values that is, being able to share. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start the presentation. 1 second. Okay.
Thank you all for being here today. I'm Annie Garcia, luxury realtor, coach, and the founder of Annie Garcia Co. Today, we're not just talking about luxury real estate. We're talking about identity, presence, and evolution. Luxury begins with a decision to refine your identity. Luxury is your presence, the way you move, the way you're perceived. Luxury is uniqueness, not income. And when that truth landed for me, everything shifted. Because the moment you refine your identity, the world begins to respond differently. Let me begin with who I am today. I serve ambitious women and agents through Annie Garcia Co., helping them rise into their next level through identity, presence, and refined strategy. And today, my intention is to show you how luxury becomes available the moment you decide to align with it. Luxury is not a price point. Luxury is a frequency, identity, presence, perception, and uniqueness. When you understand this, you no longer chase luxury. You embody it. I didn't start in luxury. I moved from Chicago to Texas with my daughters and a car full of hope. No furniture, a plan that would soon fall apart. But I had faith and a vision of the woman I wanted to become. I got into real estate, and in my first year, I closed 24 transactions. But those transactions were just the foundation. Discipline, grit, and perseverance. After COVID, I went through one of the toughest seasons of my life. The season that forces you to ask God, what now? And that's when everything shifted. One night, in the middle of the night, I heard his voice. You need to move to eXp. And I didn't question it. I obeyed, I acted, I aligned. That same week, I joined the Elena Cardone organization. 3 days later, I left the brokerage I'd been with for 8 years. That moment taught me something powerful. A brokerage didn't transform me. A listing didn't transform me. A title didn't transform me. Identity did. Identity is greater than title, and the decision created evidence. I made a bold decision. I am a luxury agent. I believed it. I embodied it. I showed up as her before the evidence arrived. And that decision activated everything that came next. I rebranded under Annie Garcia Co. Clean, refined, elegant. I applied to be part of the luxury division with eXp. not to impress the world, but to align with the identity God placed on my life. I studied luxury like a language, architecture, builders, communities, lifestyle. I prepared myself to serve a higher level client. I clarified exactly who I wanted to serve, her desires, her fears, her lifestyle, her expectations. Once you know your avatar, your message becomes magnetic. And then I made a bold move. I only targeted $1 million plus listings, not because I was excluding others, but because I was elevating my frequency. Let me say this clearly. Nothing I did is out of reach for you. Luxury is not about privilege. It's about identity, knowledge, and alignment. There are only 3 pathways you need to master: identity, who you become; knowledge, what you master; proximity, where you place yourself. If you focus on these, luxury becomes inevitable. Here are 5 actions you can take this week. Choose your luxury identity. Study 1 luxury community. Attend 1 luxury open house. Elevate 1 brand element. Post 1 luxury insight. Small steps. High frequency. Massive shift. Now,
Okay, so I wanted to do something different today. I wanted to show you what I did was position myself different than from any other time that I have presented this type of presentation. I could have done 1 or 2 things. I have my notes here. This is an actual presentation that I just created last evening for you guys. Why? Because AI is here. And if we do not elevate with it, we're going to be left behind. And I know that this class is not about being an AI. It is about becoming a luxury agent. However, all of us as agents have to embody the actual energy of becoming luxury, because luxury, like I mentioned in my presentation, is not a price point. It's the energy that you portrayed and the kind of service that you give to your client. And AI and this type of presentation to me makes an impact. It sets myself apart. And when you're able to do that for your clients, you're going to be setting apart from everybody else. So that being said, I do have, like I mentioned in this presentation, several items that I did do. However, the number 1 item that it is very important is for you to create that identity, for you to embody it, for you to believe it. And that was the actual shift that happened for me. It was the fact that I said, I am a luxury agent. I said it to myself and I believed it. And in order for me to have the proof, because we're human beings, we need proof, correct? So that's when I joined the eXp luxury division, and that's when more tools came along. So being able to have the million plus luxury listing actually just the day after I was initiated with eXp was definitely it was an energy shift that I had portrayed. So I know I attracted it. Right now, I currently do focus on builders. And I have builders calling me so I can work with them. And I even have one of my colleagues tell me, like, how do you do that? What do you do? It's about, what I'm posting on social media. They see the signs on different new constructions and things of that nature. So they see you and they call you. And as a matter of fact, what was it? When we were in eXp Con, it was a couple of weeks ago, or it was a couple of weeks ago. So I was at eXp Con, and then I got a message, a missed call, and then a message. And it was from a builder saying, hey, Annie, I wanted to see if there's a possibility to speak with you. because I noticed that you are the expert in this neighborhood. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, I am the expert, right? I am the expert. So when I came back from the trip and I went to meet with him, he did tell me he was stalking me on social media. So they're watching you. It's not only about the listings that you have out there and your actual signs. It's like, what is it that you're posting on social media, and what is it that you want the your avatar, your client to think of you. So there's times that I want to post a certain thing and I don't, because social media, it's not about you. It's about, we cannot be selfish. Sometimes I want to post certain things, but it's not supposed to be about me. Yes, the way I am, I'm still putting it on social media. However, I have to provide the value. I cannot be selfish. It has to be for the person that I am calling or the clientele that I'm calling. So with that being said, let me go back to the computer really quick. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay, go ahead.
How did you do the video?
Well, thank you. And you know what? I actually just started using AI. What was it, like maybe 2 weeks?
Wow, which software?
This was HeyGen. And so you could create your digital twin. I like to think she looks like me, or at least that's the way I envision myself. But yeah, so I'm still playing around with it. And yesterday was the first time that I ever did an actual presentation. I have done little clips and I have posted them on my Instagram. But the more that you go out there and you basically become very vulnerable. Because did you think that I didn't think like, oh my gosh, I know this is not the right way, or right way is not the right word to use, but it's not the usual way that people do presentations. I'm not going to just sit here and bring up, okay, here's my presentation and that's that, right? But I did it on purpose. I did it because we have to innovate. This is a time where the playing field has been leveled. So we all have the same opportunity. We have always had the same resources, like you have the same resources that I have and vice versa. We have the same resources that Tony Robbins has. We have the library, we have Google, we have AI. It's just a matter of us making that decision, the decision that what is it that you want, seeking out mentors, and basically just diving into the knowledge, which is part of the reason why being focused is so important. Because when you become focused, then you know what you need to do, and your subconscious mind starts pointing you to the direction as to what you want to do or you have to do. People call it synchronicities, but it's really your subconscious mind pointing you to that direction. So if I can get my computer up here again, hold on one second. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
I could actually just go keep on talking. So I have a couple of things for you guys. I have the things that you could embark on today, like for the next week.
Now I'm going to
for the next week. And also the 90-day elevation plan overview. We have 3 months. We have the identity and immersion, what you have to do to become that luxury agent and to embody that luxury agent. We have visibility and positioning, which basically is you going out there and becoming vulnerable and doing the social media and everything that you have to do. And you see what I mean about me not being that knowledgeable with this stuff. There you go. I kind of have to move it around. Okay, perfect. And then the third month is going to be execution and elevation. So we're going to, let's see, the next week, I think I put it right here. This week, these are 5 actions you can take this week if you want to take notes. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you have to choose your luxury identity. And study one luxury community. If you have questions in regards to which one, maybe you could look around in your area, or if you've driven around a certain place, you could also, study that one neighborhood. But the number one and easiest thing for you to do is to go to ChatGPT and just talk to it, demand that he or she, I don't know if you already named your ChatGPT or not. Mine's is a he. To demand that he gives you the answers that you're looking for. So when you prompt ChatGPT, you have to make sure you give it directions and you boss it around, basically. You boss it around and then you get your answer. So you get study the luxury community, attend one luxury open house. So keep an eye out and find out who is having an open house in a luxury size property. And again, luxury in different areas is a different price point. We try to say it's $1 million plus, but in some areas it's 750,000 plus. So it just depends. It has to be the top 10% of your MLS. So if you go to your MLS and you see, what the average is, you will see the top 10% of the listings are your luxury market. And mega luxury is the top 3%. So, and then you're going to have to elevate your brand. So when you elevate your brand is like what I did. I'm a little extreme, but I'm a Capricorn. So there you go. I actually got rid of all of my clothes that had any color in it. And I only stuck with black and white. I wanted to just be seamless. I wanted to be, oh, that's a girl. This I wasn't black. What's wrong with her? But I wanted to make sure that I kept, I changed everything. I changed my wardrobe. I got rid of everything with color. Yes, I do occasionally use color because there's certain pieces that I want to get rid of. But I tried, if I pop some color in there, it has to be like maybe like the red or like a maroon or like a dark brown, something still in the earth tone. So that's a little bit too much information, but just kind of give you an insight as to how extreme I went. And the fact that I did start calling only 1 million plus listings. I said, if I'm going to be luxury and 1 million plus is my price point that I'm going to start at, I'm not going to be calling the $300,000, $500,000 properties. I'm going to be calling from 1 million and above. And I started doing that. And I started getting listings for that. As a matter of fact, just last week, I closed on a $2 million property that I called. It was already, I call expires. So it had already been listed with 2 other agents. And the beauty of this is that you don't have to do this alone. If you are with eXp, eXp has a luxury division. And no, I don't get any kickbacks for referring you guys to the luxury division, but I am a true believer that it has elevated my brand and given me a lot more confidence that I have my brokerage backing me in this adventure that I am at in order for me to help my clients. And I can share a little bit of what eXp Luxury offers so you could understand what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Okay. Maybe I could go. Okay, so this is my, when you go to, is everybody here from eXp? Yes. Okay, so when you go to your dashboard, if you actually join eXp Luxury Division, you're going to get an icon for you to be able to go into that, into the dashboard. So that's where we are logging in. We get so much training, but besides trainings, what's more important is all of the assets that you receive. I gave you my business card. What is your name again? I'm sorry. Tanitris. I gave you my business card. How did it feel? Yeah, you could pass it around. I don't know if everybody else is in luxury or not, but everything, every asset that you have, it has to be elevated to meet, what you're portraying. So they were not cheap. I'll tell you that much. They're not cheap, but they're not from Canva. And when I'm going to give my business card out to someone who I'm trying to get $1 million plus property listed or not, I want to make sure that I don't feel embarrassed to give them my business card. And I know that nowadays, a lot of people, we don't use business cards anymore. But it's just the fact that, you have the ability to do that, if you have to. There is a lot of old school type of people. I'm old school. I still take notes on paper. And I like the feel of having a business card and being able to give that business card. So that just gives you a different type of elevation. But since, eXp gives us access to Canva, so we have access to Canva here as well. Let's see. Canva Enterprise. So everything is elevated. My open house signs, I rebranded everything. I have just, the luxury ones like this one. This I opted to get them in white. So it's white and gold, just like my business card. And they do, it's just a plug and play. That's it. All you have to do is come in here and put in your information and it's ready to go. I actually did not have their preferred provider printed for me. I used someone that was local. So I could have them, ready and available whenever I wanted them. So that was another thing. My for sale signs I opted for the ones that have the post. They look like a little flag. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So because you need to elevate your brand, right? And before I had the ones that you just kind of like put into the ground, and then I have my picture with a selfie, and and so this time I opted not to have a picture on them. I just wanted it to be clean and just the same all the way around. So. But this is where you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh. And this is what landed me the $2 million listing that I was telling you about. I'll show you right now. Let me see if it's in here. No, it's not, but I will show you. So we get so much trainings, so much trainings that I have not even completed. It's like, this is like, this costs a lot of money. Like when I first joined, I had training from her. Is it Jane Coffee? I think it was like $785. But look at this. We have all of these for free when you join the eXp Luxury Division. So let me show you what really sold me. Yes.
I have a question. Is there an extra charge to join a luxury division? I heard that there was.
Yes, there is. But they have done it now. It's a lot better than when I first joined. When I first joined, it was like, here's write the check for, I think it's like $2,500. But now they have made it so accessible. Now they have 2 types of memberships. Now you're able to join on a monthly basis for, I think it's only like $90, $95. And the other one is you could do payment plans. You could do half and half now and half when you have your next closing, or monthly payments of like 200 and something. So they make it very affordable for you, and the information and the access and the proximity to this high level agents I mean, it's invaluable. I can do a MasterCard commercial with them, honestly. So let's see here. I am looking for the presentation creator. It's in here. So we see this is one of our, we have actually a luxury mastermind today. I'm going to have to go back over here. Let's see, dashboard. Okay, here we go. This is what won me a $2 million listing. And I know if I was doing this more often, I will be getting a lot more listings. So it's odd that, you put in the work, you get out, the outcome. You get the outcome of whatever work you put in, I should say. So this is a presentation creator that eXp offers. It's just plug and play. So you put in the address, you put in a photo. So if you're trying to attract a listing, so this is what I did with this one. It came up in the expires. And I took a picture of the home, and then I put it in here because we have to be very careful with photos. We cannot be stealing somebody else's photo. And then all you have to do, this is all you do. You hit create. If it usually doesn't take that long. Here we go. You have an option to view, download, and email. I usually download it, but let's view it. Here we go. Look at this beautiful presentation. I was able, this is what I did. This was exactly the process. I contacted the seller using Radix. Is everybody familiar with Radix? Okay, so Radix is a system that collects data, phone numbers, emails on expires and different information in regards for you to be able to build your business. So you're making phone calls. I get the expires. So I saw this one. And as a matter of fact, I was dropping off my daughters in college when I did this. So you could do it from anywhere. I took my computer, we're privileged to be able to work from anywhere, especially on vacation.
How do you spell Redx?
R-E-D, is it X? I think it's just X. Yes. R-E-D-X, yes. Okay, so you're able to change this to white if you wanted to, but I like it like this. Okay, so you see what happens? So I called him, and this is a builder. This is a brand new construction. He was like, oh, I don't have time right now. He's like, everybody's promising, the whole deal. And so I said, well, I would love to. I'm like, I'm an expert at selling properties that are not able to be sold. And as a matter of fact, I had proof because the house in front of them they were also on the market for over a year, also a new build. And I came in and I was able to get it in the market within the first 2 weeks. And I told him that because I'm like, I was the one that sold the house across the street. I'm sure that property was not being able to be sold. It had been on the market for a long time. And he's like, yes, why don't you go ahead and send your information to my assistant? And I'm like, sure. So I got all his information, blah, blah, blah. I hurried up and I did this in 2 minutes. And then I went ahead and I emailed it. So it was like 1, 2, 3, like right away, he got this information. And this beautiful listing, marketing, email, it gives, he's able to see how beautiful the house can look marketed. I give him a brief as to what I'm able to do for him being in the luxury division. And, we're international. We have international advertising. Of course, a sophisticated presentation and all that good stuff. But then this is the kicker. He's able to see how his property is going to be able to be seen when someone else is looking at it. So like it will be featured in the Wall Street Journal, and there's his property. It will be featured in the Rob report. There's his property again. And you get the picture. All of this high-end type of websites and advertising marketing places, James Edition. And then we have international advertising. When you're dealing with high-end clientele, they're very interested in how far is your reach. So being able to say, you know, we're international, it's a huge plus and definitely something that they really like. And so I was able to show them, and then especially this right here, this beautiful place where all of this areas where eXp and where we advertise are at. And then of course YouTube, and then of course, and then you use Chat GPT to say, hey, you know, create blah 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 blah, some type of beautiful letter based on his needs, because you always have to be very strategic and have to build that report and do that mirroring and matching. What type of person is he? Is he analytical, or is he, you know, what does he want? What is he interested in? What is the bottom line? Usually high-end clientele are looking to save time, and they don't have time to be dealing with the little mini things. So if you are able to become a partner with these clients, they're not hiring agents. They need a partnership. So you become, basically, you are in their business, because it's like I target builders. Builders are wanting to make sure they move their money so they can go on to the next project. And that's what my value proposition is to them, that I'm going to handle everything, all the nitty gritty, and I'm going to make sure that his project, it's sold so they can get their assets and move on to the next project. And as a matter of fact, that's exactly what I did for this client. He's already finished. He was able to get that money and put it into his next project. And we're going to be listing that property in 3 months as soon as he's done with it. So it is something that if you prove your value, this is definitely our entryway, right? But once you're in the transaction, if you prove your value, you make sure that you don't give them headaches. I even tell the title company, hey, do not reach out to my client. If there's anything that you need, please make sure that you contact me first, and I'll reach out to him. Because it's that very, like, they're not out there to waste time. So you have to be ready and willing to make sure you handle everything for them. Make it like seamless as possible. So that's that. I do have the 90 that I promised you guys, the 90-day plan. It's divided into 3 months. So what you have to do in your first month, and the second month, and on the third month. The first month is definitely supposed to be your identity, the identity shift. I don't know if you want to go ahead and get rid of half your clothes or not, but hey, maybe, or maybe it's just making sure that, you know, you do something that is going to elevate your presence. What I also did, and you know, how I mentioned, I'm also a coach. I am certified as an NLP and EFT, and I'm certified internationally. So what I do, and I did, in order for me to embody this new persona that I was reaching for, I actually envisioned myself on a daily basis. I recorded myself exactly what I wanted to do in order for me to land my first $1 million plus listing. I literally envisioned myself putting my sign on this property, and it came true. And it's all about, you know, what type of energy you're portraying. I'm a huge component about that. And definitely, yes, I know this was a God thing for me. It was definitely God. I truly believe in God, and that nothing happens you know, as coincidence, that everything happens for a reason. And when one door closes, another one is definitely open, and it's definitely redirection. So I have that for you guys, and I can show you right now really quick. And I don't even know how we're doing on time.
You're perfect.
Okay, good. So we have the, let's see, is this the one? Yes. So the 90 days to your first $1 million listing. Let's see. Oh, that was a challenge. This is a challenge, and this is a bonus for you guys. If you want to join me, I'm going to be doing a 90-day to your first $1 million listing challenge, where you're going to have daily actionable steps that you can take. You don't have to, join the eXp Luxury, but if you can, I would at least encourage you to visit one of their classes that they have available. You're able to get certified with them to become a certified luxury agent, and I believe that's free. But this is supposed to be daily actionable steps that you can take, and this is free. You visit a luxury builder model home, instead of watching Netflix or something. And this is the just the monthly for 3 months. The month one, the first month, you're going to be elevating your identity, and you are going to be embodying the frequency. You're going to, do the affirmations. I am a luxury agent. I rise today. And then, I will go ahead and give this to you guys as well. I could probably email it to Daniel, and then he can share it to you guys. And please, please, please follow me on Instagram at Annie Garcia Co. That's CO, Annie Garcia CO. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to help. And I'll open it up to the floor if you guys have any questions.
So the ads you mentioned, like a Wall Street Journal, everything, those through eXp, right? Or you have to do that?
No. So once you, okay. So there's this other part so once you do, this is the beginning, right? Before you get the listing. And after you do that, where is it at? Presentation, luxury, mastermind.
I think I'm already following you.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. Good. Where is it at? I just had it. Let me see. Is it over here? No. I know I opened it. Let me see. Of course, I'm gonna find it after you guys.
I love your pictures. Did you just use your phone?
For which pictures?
Just the one that you showed us in the presentation, in the listing presentation.
Oh, no, that one is after I already got the listing. That's an actual professional photo. Yeah.
Well, that's a great picture.
Yeah. Where is it at? Oh, my listings. Oh, hello. Okay, it was great. Okay, so in your dashboard, in the luxury dashboard, you have the my listings, and you could manage listings, or you could activate a listing. And so when you activate a listing, why isn't this not working?
You might have to log in. I don't know if you're logged into your account.
I think I am. Yeah. So I don't know why it's not working right now. Maybe because I had it earlier.
Is it supposed to link to MLS, your listing information?
Yeah, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, especially if you have done it like so quickly, like like if you just put it in the MLS and then you're trying, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, and actually I can show it to you through here. Dashboard. I can show it to you through here. So yeah, this is basically what it is. Weekly masterminds, presentation creator, the one that I showed you, and then my listings. So with my listings, you basically just go there and you create the assets. You do the same thing. You put the address, you put the photos, you put the description, and in 2 days, the system will do all of the gather all the information for your listing and create all of the assets. And you have an ability to be able to send yourself the report and send your client the report, because it's going to keep tabs as to how many people have seen, you know, your listing and where is it being featured. And I'm trying not to, let's see if I could do this without, let's see, Warwick. Okay, this is one of the reports that you will get back. Like, this is one of the listings that I also sold. And this, you could send it to your client. This is where it has been featured, like the premium placements in Facebook, YouTube, JE, Luxury Estate in Haven. Like, let's see, and they can click on it and they can see, okay, how does it look? And so they can go in there, and this is where everybody else is looking at the property. So like, this is the actual website for this advertiser. And that is, you know, this is something that you're able to send to your clients as well.
So that you know, because I have done Luxury before, so the Haven magazine and the website, they will reach out to you. They still send email to me at a discount price. Just Haven itself is about $169 a month if you want to put a listing there. So that's like $200 savings already.
Yes, it definitely pays for itself. I mean, just the fact that even if you just got one listing, you know, even if you just got one listing, imagine, you know, this is basic, this is for free. It's a no-brainer. I mean, joining the, I should be, you guys should pay me for that. You know, I actually have referred so many agents to the luxury division because right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I have to become an ambassador. But yes, I love it. I mean, once I had, I mean, yes, it's the energy, and you have to believe it. But it's like that proof that we as humans, we need, right? It's like, yes, everybody, show it to the world. I'm a luxury agent. I have the business card to prove it, and I have all the assets to prove it too. So it's definitely elevating, and it's definitely something that has given me a lot more confidence. I've always been a very confident person, thank God. But you know, there is levels to confidence, right? If you don't have the ability to portray who you're trying to portray, then it's just you're in la la land. So reality is that we have to do what we need to do in order for us to succeed. And that's my presentation for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Beatrice. I'm a newer agent in DFW. I eventually want to get into luxury. My question is, what's one thing you wish you would have known when you first started working with luxury clients?
I think the main thing would be that they're just like us. They're actually a lot easier to work. I mean, they're a lot easier to work with most of the time. And a lot of the times it's easy for you to read who they are because they're upfront about everything. They don't have time to waste. And it's not like, and they're very like I've been blessed to deal with a very professional luxury clients, and they know what they want. They don't play games. They don't waste time. And what they tell you is, they're people of their word. So if I had known that from the beginning and know that they don't look at you, you don't have to have had sold a property that it's $1 million plus. As long as you show up willing to help and listening to their needs and knowing that you're going to be the person to solve their problems, because that's what they're looking for. They need someone to solve their problems, just with every other client. It's the same thing with a $300,000 home. It's just a lot easier with $1 million plus home. in my opinion. So step in and be confident and know that you can do it. That's my advice. Yeah. Yes.
Sorry. So I heard you say when you call the builder saying, hey, you know, I have done this here and have done this there. But what do you say when you have your very first one? I have never done anything over $1 million. I'm speaking for some, you know, new agents here, because we have some new agents. Like I've never done this before, but I just want this $1 million listing. What would you recommend us to say?
Well, the main thing is the fact that you are not alone. You are someone who has colleagues. You may, you know, you could always co-list with someone who has the trajectory already.
I agree. That's a great, yeah.
So, you know, and especially if you join the luxury division, but even if you don't have to join the eXp luxury division if you can't, or if you don't want to. I mean, I definitely do suggest it, especially now that they have the $95 a month membership. But you could definitely co-list, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Partner up with someone who has already done it. Your mentor or someone they can connect you with. There's, you know, we're in this community. We are so blessed to be in this community where we all collaborate and we're wanting to share with one another because we want you to succeed. Your success is our success. So
I totally
yes.
agree. Yeah, for the first timers, you gotta co-list with the experienced agent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, especially because you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess it up. You want to make sure that you do everything the way it should. And especially if you don't have like the trajectory, then you're going to bring this other agent with you. And you're going to say, this is my partner, or, you know, we're going to, and let them take the lead. And then you shadow and you learn, and now you start doing your open houses. So the broker opens, because usually luxury, they don't like open houses. So you have to do like an event, and some of them don't even want events. So you just have to, you know, just position yourself out there. But now you're able to do like the videos and everything else that you have to do. So anything else? Anyone else? All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited, so thankful to be here. Thank you.
I actually don't remember. I went to the luxury training at the eXp call, and sorry. So thank you so much. I'm not trying to vouch for the luxury membership because I didn't join. Now I wish I should have. Wish I had. But I know their program is really good. So but I can't remember the difference between the cheaper one and the full blown one. But I know the full blown one is the one that you really want to have, because that's the one has to create the listing,
Yes.
presentation, and
all
the marketing. The cheaper membership doesn't really give you much. So I say, if you want to join, go to the full membership.
Go all out or go home.
I agree. So thank you so much, Annie. And make sure that you follow her on Instagram. And we should follow each other, by the way. If you have Instagram, you have to follow each other. Follow me and follow Shelly. Follow, you know, Catherine. And we need to follow each other. Also, that if you want to focus on luxury, it's definitely something that you should consider to join this membership, because it gets you a better and easier starting point. Just like, you know, I don't know if you all have kids. When you have kids, you feel like, okay, maybe after you worked, when you have 10 or plus year of experience, you don't need that graduation certificate anymore. But when you first came out as a college student, holding a graduation certificate from Harvard is definitely different from college, right? So you want to have something that gives you a better starting point. And I know Lena has been there too, right? You want to talk a little bit about your experience?
Well,
You don't have to. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on spot.
My turn.
I'm sorry. We have a little bit of time, so we're going to talk a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I'm one of the founding from the luxury division in your eXp. Back then, we don't really have much, information like today we have. So I will highly recommend it to join it. That's one thing is from the eXp. The other thing is we actually have a local DFW luxury collection. That's also all the eXp agent who is because on eXp platform, sometimes, we far away from each other, right? But for this Dallas specific group, they have a once a month activities going on. Sometimes they invite a really good like speakers come to present. That's something we can learn about it. And I think I didn't join that one, but you can still pay the ticket or something. Just go to the event with them together. So they have about, I would say, at least 100 luxury agents there. Yeah, and that's a very good networking.
Are they all eXp?
All eXp agents. Yeah, it's from Dallas. Yes. So that's I would say, yeah, definitely. I used at least 3-4 times the source that eXp give us to got my luxury listing. I don't have a luxury listing every other week, but it definitely increased the volume for me. For this year, I have five, six luxury listing, which is very helpful. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. Yes.
I wanted to add something because I don't know if I mentioned it or not. Definitely, the networking.
Yeah.
Is something that you definitely, I will encourage you do. Go to Eventbrite and find out where there are high-end networking events. Like I have one coming up on Saturday that I'm going to be attending. Also, make sure that you partner up with investment bankers. They're always a good resource. And so just figure out accountants, figure out who has the actual ability to connect you with that high level client.
Yeah, I totally agree with that because it's sometimes it's when you just into the luxury market, it's harder to find all these resources. So it's networking is so important, and to find a good mentor like you. I'm not saying me, but like her, and as a good coach, that's very helpful too. Yeah. All right, thank you guys. Thank you.
All right. I don't have any slides today. Wanted to go kind of announcements. So, of course, next week is Thanksgiving. Tomorrow there is a potluck. So there's an investor group that's going to use the office tomorrow from 6 to 9. So if you want to meet with more investors, you can come. It's open to everyone. And then December 11th is our eXp holiday party. If you want to find information, you go to expntx.com. You can go get your tickets there for the holiday parties. On the 12th, one of our managing brokers will have coffee meetup from 9 to 11, I believe, at the local Good Coffee on Friday. So Thursday is our eXp NTX holiday party, Thursday night, and then Friday you can do a broker meet and greet. And then I'll make sure that they update that website. So eXp NTX is kind of like a local site that we kind of manage as a group, and we're helping to kind of facilitate that. And then 2026, the in real life stuff that eXp has been doing, it might move to a Tuesday versus on a Wednesday. So we'll see what they choose and whatever that's available at Metrotex. In the past for 2025, the facility was free. Metrotex is going to start charging us to use now. So, of course, if there's any sponsors and things like that, let us know so we can kind of coordinate all that so we can still have these free classes and things like that provide value. Yes.
I know a place we can get it for free. Title company.
Yeah, as long as it can fit, the size.
Probably just about our size.
No, like the stuff what we're doing at Metrotex.
No,
Yeah,
not that big.
yeah. So there. Thank you. So, but anyways, appreciate Annie very much. I know you're going to teach an NLP class in December. We don't have anything next week for Thanksgiving. But for those that don't have family around, you're going to be around, let me know. Maybe I'll do a like surprise cookout here or something, or just gather together and just have another potluck just for, you know, for those that don't have family and things like that. Just let me know. So if you want to do volunteer work, QC at the Source of Hope is doing their Thanksgiving feeding of the homeless on Saturday. They do Friday prep work. Saturday they feed the homeless pretty much all day. So there's a lot of stuff to do. So all right. All right. Thank you.
I have a few announcements too.
Yes.
Sorry, just gonna quickly. I don't think I need that.
Well,
So
you're live.
if you want to
You're
do,
live right now.
if you want to do volunteer work, stay here. We're gonna do some Christmas decoration of the office. That's the first volunteer job you want to do this year before you go out to feed the hungry children. And one thing is tonight we're gonna have I'm hosting an event for Collin County Judge candidate. They're running for a Collin County Judge. They're gonna vote in February, but you can greet and meet all the candidates tonight in one of the restaurants in Plano called the Napoli's by McDermott and Independent. So come at 5 o'clock. There'll be some food and drinks, not like luxurious, but light refreshments. And also we have a December 19th, where also our team members are hosting a kind of a no judgment party, Christmas party, basically just fun party. You can wear anything you want, no judgment. So that's called the no judgment party. You can, if there's something in your wardrobe that you cannot wear anywhere else, you can wear here. So it'll be fun. So ask me and I will put it out on my Instagram and you can see it. What else? We have so many events. No,
Stay plugged in.
Yeah, stay plugged in. Yeah, like I said, IG each other. You know, find out before you leave here today. Talk to each other and find out their Instagram and follow each other. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Thank you. Thanks again, Annie.